Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the gymnasium here at Milford High School as Milford TV is happy to present coverage of Scarlet Hawks athletics. Tim Coet here on the call, happy to be opening up our winter sports coverage for the 2015-16 school year. And an exciting game here tonight. It was a great beginning to this winter sports season for the basketball programs here in Milford. Both the boys and girls teams got their new season started last Friday night, a doubleheader against their counterparts from Hopedale, and it was a clean sweep for the Milford teams. The girls winning the early contest by a final score of 44-21, and the boys winning the nightcap 55-49, so both programs starting off the season 1-0, and that means already the first win in the books for first-year head coach TJ Dolliver taking over the program this year, and a lot of excitement around this Scarlet Hawks program this year, and they've got a tough test here tonight, a team that is the 3 years running champion of the Kelly Rex division, the North Attleboro Lady Rocketeers, but it is a bit of a transition year for the Lady Rocketeers here in 2015-2016. A lot of graduating seniors from last year's playoff team, so some new faces on this team, so we will see if Milford is up for the challenge for this perennial playoff contender in North Attleboro. It should be a very exciting game here in the home gym tonight. Again, Milford taking on North Attleboro. We will have the opening tip when we come back next here on Milford TV. And we welcome you right back inside the Milford Gymnasium, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get this game underway. The Milford Lady Scarlet Hawks taking on the North Attleboro Lady Rocketeers. Milford 1-0 on the season for North Attleboro. This is their 2015-16 season debut. They start on the road. Milford already with their second home game now, and it is underway as it will be North Attleboro who controls the opening tip. Coach Dolliver immediately barking out instructions to his team out there as North gets a good feed under the basket, but the shot off the mark, it ricochets out of bounds. Of course, TJ Dolliver in his first year coaching this Lady Scarlet Hawks program. North Attleboro, meanwhile, their head coach Derek Herbert. North Attleboro able to inbound. Again, trying to work their way inside. Now back out on the perimeter where it's picked off. Quickly ahead in transition is Liskoff, and she gets the bucket to open the scoring. Two quick points for Milford and forcing a turnover, something they did quite frequently in their win over Hopedale last Friday. Meanwhile, answering right back is Caroline Collard. And the ball ends up out of play just in front of our position. We're still in the opening 60 seconds of this matchup, a Hockomock League crossover matchup between the Davenport Scarlet Hawks and the Kelly Rex North Attleboro Rocketeers. It will not be a crossover matchup much longer. North Attleboro will be realigning into the Davenport division as of the fall of 2016. Moving to the Davenport, while Oliver Ames will flip into the Kelly Rex division. Kate Irwin dishes off to Liskoff, one of the two captains on this Milford squad this year. Now Jill Powers back onto the varsity team after not playing basketball a year ago. Milford unable to walk away with points on that possession. Now North back down the floor. A clean look along two for Emily Scrum, but off the mark. Now the quick feed ahead to Powers. Her shot off the back iron. Rebound for Irwin. And Kate Irwin, the sophomore standout, with her first points of the night. North Attleboro quickly up the floor, and Collard able to answer once again. 4 early points for Caroline Collard. North misfires on the shot, and able to pull the hands back inside was Jill Valenzola. So Milford will take over possession, tied at 4 in these early minutes. And another steal for North Attleboro. So both sides forcing turnovers in the early minutes. Now the shot out of the hands of Ashley Ahern, one of the seasoned veterans on this North Attleboro squad, the miss and the first foul of the night. Foul against North. Milford inbounds. They try to zigzag the passes up the floor, but once again, North Attleboro intercepts. Milford struggling all of a sudden to get the ball back down to their end, and meanwhile, points for Ahern as North Attleboro will take their first lead of the game. And at this point, I'd like to welcome in my broadcast partner for tonight's game, Josue Pavone. Josue, welcome to Milford TV Sports.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. It's good to be here, Tim. Running a little late, but I'm here. Very excited for this upcoming season. And yeah, it's great to be here, man.
A good matchup already underway. A 6-4 lead in these early minutes for North Attleboro. Milford finally able to get back down to their offensive side of the floor after a couple of North Attleboro steals, and right on cue, it's Valenzola for 3 to leapfrog Milford back into the lead. Just over 5 minutes remain as North Attleboro gets called for the travel. Again, North Attleboro trying to trap Milford in the backcourt. They're able to advance ahead to Powers. Now Powers trying to work through a double team, but the ball wrestled away. Now North Attleboro quickly back up the floor. The shot won't go. Rebound effort under the basket by Collard. And again, North called for the travel.
Big turnover there.
Kate Irwin now streaking up the floor. She takes hard contact just in front of the North Attleboro bench.
Irwin's going to have to split those, you know. When the double team comes, she has to find a way to split the press in order to get through.
Starting point guard for this team for the second year, starting as a freshman a year ago. A lot of talent out of Kate Irwin, and that's certainly something that doesn't go unnoticed at this point for the rest of these Hockomock League teams. They know what she can do. Milford misfires on the shot. The jump ball. The possession arrow going North's way. Milford trying for the trap in the backcourt, but North Attleboro able to beat it. Ball in the hands of Samantha Taggart. Guarded by Powers, now into the corner.
Good steal.
Trying to feed Collard again under the basket. Milford able to get that steal.
Liskov read that pass perfectly. Got in there.
Looks like we'll see our first Milford substitution of the night as into the game comes Jill Burley. Gets the inbounds clean into Powers.
See, she's got to split that. She can't force those passes.
North Attleboro really raking in the turnovers in this first quarter, and they're able to turn it into points.
Great move by Peters. Got in there, found her open teammate right below the hoop.
And now a chance for the three-point play for Kirsten Bixby. She gets the free throw. North Attleboro now with a 2-point advantage with just under 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter.
There we go. See, she split the press there, open things up. Now it looks like Milford can set up for a shot here. Ooh, big shot.
Three-pointer from Jill Powers. She knocked down a few of those against Hopedale, giving Milford a good look from outside the arc.
I think it's a part of her game that can really open things up for this team. Like you said, she hit a few of those in the season opener. You know, she's the only senior on the team, and to have her shoot from outside is going to really open up the floor for the rest of her teammates.
And you saw it right there, so it allows Milford to jump back on top 10-9 as we have our first timeout of the game. It comes with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. So early scoring on the Milford side. We see Kate Irwin, Emma Liskov, Jill Powers, and Jill Valenzola all on the score sheet so far. But again, we're seeing a real aggressive defense already in this first quarter out of North Attleboro, Josue.
Yeah, they really set the tone defensively with that full court press. that last possession is the perfect example of, you know, what Milford needs to do. They need to split those two defenders, whether it's in the middle, or whether you get caught in the trap on the left-hand side. You can't rely on those passes, those weak passes that resulted in 2 turnovers in the last few possessions.
We've seen Caroline Collard, a good solid presence under the basket in this first period of play for North Attleboro as well. So Milford looking to make those in-game adjustments. They did a very good job of that in game 1 of the season against Hopedale, as both teams retake the court. Again, 3:25 to play as North Attleboro will inbound. It's Ashley Ahern who takes it up the floor. They feed Ahern outside. The 3-point shot no good. Rebound goes to Jill Powers, but Christina Capone called for the travel. More good defense in the backcourt. North Attleboro looking for that quick 3 off the inbounds. Couldn't get a good look. Now they feed it down low. The ball deflected out off of Milford. Again, North will inbound underneath their own basket. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Tough shot, knocked down. Emily Scrum with the bucket.
Forced pass. Give it over.
Now it's Burley. She lets it go. Both officials look at each other. Neither had a definitive call. They signal jump ball and possession arrow to Milford. Burley sends it back to Capone. Capone tries to get inside, has the ball knocked away. In stride, Scrum takes it to the basket. The shot won't fall, but North is able to reset. And the foul as Emily Haskell, the sophomore, tried to make the inside move. Fouls 3-2 so far in this first quarter. North Attleboro with the 3. 2 points for Kirsten Bixby. 4 points for Bixby in this first quarter. 2 minutes to play. No trip up the floor has been easy for Milford in this first 8 minutes. A 4th foul on the Lady Rocketeers.
Clock issue, or?
Appears to be. The officials going over to the scorer's table right now. Looks like they've gotten everything settled. 1 minute and 53 seconds on that clock. Milford with the ball, down 3.
Oh, good move.
Powers now in trouble, dishes off to Capone, can't get the bank off the glass. And now good speed by Scrum again, fakes the shot, kicks it outside for 3, offline for Haskell.
Milford has to box out in those situations. They're getting a lot of second chances so far in this first quarter.
Helped out there by another traveling violation. Juliana Tracy into the game.
Erwin's going to have to push it. Here we go.
Pass at midcourt to Powers. Powers, the no-look pass back to Kate Irwin. Takes the long two, too strong. North Attleboro able to track down the defensive rebound. Up the floor with just over a minute to play in the first quarter. Feed it back outside, now working baseline is Haskell. Juliana Tracy gets the applause from the fans. Locking up under the basket, forcing the jump ball. It will stay North Attleboro basketball. A quick feed under the basket. And a chance for another three-point play for the Lady Rocketeers, up now 15-10.
Looks like that's where the majority of their points are going to come from, you know, right from the side of paint. They've been out-rebounding Milford throughout this first quarter, and the majority of those possessions are coming off of second chance points.
7 points early on now for Collard. Milford trying to answer back in these final seconds of the first quarter, 40 seconds to go.
Guy set a pick there.
Shot clock winding down as Powers works inside, takes a tough shot. Able to get it off before the shot clock expired, no good, and North Attleboro quickly picks up the rebound and now the foul. Collard goes right back to the line.
Milford's doing a good job getting back on defense. I've noted the transition defense has been tougher than expected from the jump, but they have to find a way to get it settled into their offense. They're not completely settled into their offense quite yet, despite being down by 6.
2 misses from the free throw line for Collard, but quickly North Attleboro able to get the steal. The give and go back up the floor for North Attleboro. The shot doesn't fall. Now the good block for Christine Pye.
Shoot it.
And with time expiring, hoisting it up from long range was Irwin, no good. And that will do it for the first quarter. 16-10 after the opening 8 minutes. North Attleboro has the lead. It's been tough defense on the North Attleboro side for Milford to overcome. We'll see if they can make the adjustments. We'll step aside quickly, have the start of the second quarter next here on Milford TV. Right back to work for the start of the second quarter here in Milford High School. A 16-10 lead for North Attleboro. And again, Milford just looking to continue to settle in. That was,
yeah, they're not settled in. You know, that was just a forced pass. That could have been much simpler.
Took them some time to get into the groove against Hopedale back on Friday night. They were eventually able to do so. Their best quarter in that game was the third quarter, where they outscored the Blue Raiders 18-2 to really pull away in that game. So if that first game of the season was a barometer for this season, Milford is
good look.
Going to be a group that gets better as the game goes on.
Great play.
Foul underneath the basket. Juliana Tracy to the line, the first free throws of the night for the Lady Hawks.
Tracy did exactly what she needed to do there. She cut to the post, was wide open, and North Attleboro was never even saw her. She snuck right behind them.
One for 2 from the line for Juliana Tracy. Cuts the lead back to 5. Another no-look pass under the basket, but good work there defensively for Christine Pye.
Got it. There he is. There it is.
Long pass ahead to Powers. Tries to flip it up underneath the basket. She will go to the line.
It's a great up and under move.
Powers can't knock down the first free throw. Misses them both.
Again, Milford getting back on defense, doing a really good job with that.
Spin move underneath and 2 points for Emily Peters. Her first 2 points of the game. Christine Pye, the shot over everything.
Looks like Peters going to sub out there, who I think is a focal point of their offense. So maybe Milford can take advantage here now that she's on the bench.
North Attleboro already up to 7 fouls in this first half. Good passes up the floor. They work it inside for Bixby. Looked like Tracy who was called for that foul.
A questionable one, if you ask me. I mean, she's standing there with her arms up. And looked like just a good defensive play.
Bixby misses the first. Emma Liskoff back into the game. Jill Powers will get a rest. She's been a real workhorse so far in this first half. So Bixby able to make one. It's an 8-point lead for the visitors. Milford has had very few, if any, good looks on their offensive side of the floor so far in this first half. They will go to the line here with the sophomore Irwin. With 8 fouls for North Attleboro, this is going to be a spot where Milford's going to have an opportunity to climb right back into this game from the free throw line if they can make these shots. And Irwin is able to knock down them both. Four points now in the half for Kate Irwin.
Milford's got to be careful here because it looks like North Attleboro is going to start making more trips to the free throw line as well. They keep it up, and that's going to keep their distance away from Milford.
6 fouls now for the Lady Hawks. Ahern outside. The pass to Julia Santos into the game and stolen. Liskoff.
Slow down. Ooh. Almost got away with the travel there. It seems like the crowd dictated that call. The referee almost. I don't think he noticed it at first.
North with the ball, up by 6. Still just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Wide open look from 3, but off the mark. Pye can't pull down the defensive board, and it gives a second chance for North Attleboro, and Ahern cashes in.
More second chances. Killing them.
Long pass for Milford pulled off. Now Tracy will send it back outside for Irwin. She pulls up from 3-point range and knocks it down.
You see that it took 3 passes to get that open shot. That's something that Milford needs to continue to do when they have the ball. I don't think anyone touched her in that play. She just cut through the lane. It was a great move, but I didn't see a single foul.
A quick whistle, and now the 7th foul against the Lady Hawks. It sends Ashley Ahern, the junior, to the line. And the miss. But a quick travel out of Jess Tomaso.
Yeah, she took an extra step on that one.
Santos through traffic.
Yeah, Pi got her on the arm.
Fouls even now, 8 apiece. Santos with her first bucket. Pi now to the bench. (23-16). Milford has not led since the early portion of the first quarter. North forces another steal. Good lead pass to Ahern, and she gets a friendly bounce off the rim.
Yeah, that was a tough pass to make. I like the idea of working the paint, but she had a few arms in that passing lane.
So North Attleboro coming into this season with a lot of questions. Could they fill the void from all of their graduated seniors? But right now doing a very good job, looking very comfortable out there. And really the good defense has led to good offensive looks as well for the Lady Rocketeers.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at that last steal that led to the fast break, and whether they're finishing it up with a layup or getting to the free throw line, it's just working for them. That defense has really been the difference in the game.
And you knew there was one thing this North Attleboro team wasn't going to lack going into the season, was confidence. After 3 straight years of winning their division, going deep into the playoffs, another deep run back in 2015, back last winter. So this is a team that's got a pedigree of success. So despite some new faces on the court, they're still going to have that same kind of game plan and that same kind of confidence when they're out there.
And an experienced team too. You know, they're mostly juniors and seniors, and they're you know, they've shown that they're comfortable playing with each other. That they've had that strength on their end, on their side. But Milford, their offense, I'm looking for those inside buckets again. Just crawl back in there, get yourself to the free throw line. Like you said, the fouls are all tied up, so there's no reason why Milford can't get back in this game before halftime.
Tina Capone up the floor, hands it off to the captain, Emma Liskoff. Her co-captain, Nicole Dahlgren, not in action tonight. She and Emily Pierre-Gustavo, 2 players that Coach Dolliver hopes to count on later in the season, but both nursing injuries at this point.
Great move.
Santos gets called for the foul on the North Attleboro side. It sends Jill Burley to the line.
And it was that extra pass that got her that shot. You know, I think that was key, and that's been key for Milford when they make those 3-4 passes before an attempt.
No points on that trip to the line for Burley.
Great defense.
Ahern to the corner, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They feed it inside, get the good look. They finish it with points courtesy of Emily
That was a good defensive possession there, or defensive on defense, I should say.
Just no panic out of North Attleboro, even with that shot clock winding down. The fans counting it down as well. Coach Herber active on the sideline for North Attleboro. His team now with a double-digit lead, up 27-16, and they continue to tack on to that lead with 2 more points for Ahern. Tangled up inside was Valenzola. Eventually draws the foul.
Good move by Valenzola. There you go. Get yourself to the free throw line. You know, work the paint. And little by little, they can probably get back in this. If they can cut the lead to about 10-8 before halftime, they'll be in good shape.
Valenzola knocks down her first attempt. A chance to cut it to 11. Too short on that attempt.
Great play.
Deflection inside. And they'll call the travel against Milford.
I don't understand that call.
The near steal. Seemed like jump ball would be the final result, but instead of traveling violation, gives North Attleboro another chance. They nearly knocked down the 3. Good defensive board. Now a long pass ahead to Powers. Gets her shot attempt blocked. Fighting for it, Valenzola. Kicked back outside to Irwin.
Get a couple passes going.
They have the fresh shot clock.
Tough ball.
Powers with the travel.
Another good job by Milford for that rebound. You know, they're really starting to box out now. North Attleboro doesn't really have that outside shooting.
Good position inside for Valenzola. Forces the traveling call. Valenzola almost loses the dribble. Passes off to Irwin. Looked like that ball was deflected. Powers tried to save it. It ended up out of play. She's imploring to the refs it was last touched by North, but does not get the call. Tough to tell, a lot of bodies in the way.
Yeah, I was hoping that they called a foul, but it wasn't the case.
Long feed under the basket. A foul called. North back to the line. Bixby to shoot once again. Two makes for Bixby. Just 4 points from the free throw line in this first half, 8 points overall. Now Powers trying to get free from three-point range. Instead, she works it inside and gets the foul.
Great move.
Called against Haskell. Just a minute 50 to play as Powers goes to the line. Valenzola will head to the bench after giving Milford a spark, particularly on the defensive side. Powers only able to make 1 of 2. Milford able to hold the possession. 1:36 to play until halftime. Irwin directs traffic. Sends it to Burley, now gets it right back. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, good move. She had the double screen to create space, so that was great for her side. It was too bad she couldn't convert the layup.
North able to beat the defense. They set up inside. Bixby can't make the shot. Liskoff and Brianna Croto doing the dirty work under the basket defensively.
I liked how Powers got there for the double team. That's something that they have to keep doing because, again, they don't have the outside shooting. You're allowed to push your defense into the post more without having to worry about them knocking down threes.
North Attleboro able to recover after a tough inbounds pass.
There we go, great double. And right after I say that, she knocks down the 3.
With under a minute to go, it was a long 2.
Oh, it's long 2?
That was the signal from the official for Samantha Taggart.
See, they don't have three-point shooting, I'm telling you. Long 2. There you go.
Burley with a long 2. She can't get the shot. North quick ahead in transition, all alone under the basket. Right back to Taggart, who has 4 quick points in this final minute, up to a 35-18 lead. Shot clock and game clock just about dead even.
Oh, good fake.
Burley's shot off the mark. North able to come away with it. 8 seconds to go in the half. North playing for one final shot. They sent it to the corner, now inside. The shot won't fall, and that is the end of the first half of play here in the Milford gym. Things just continued to go North Attleboro's way as that half went along. Now up 35-18. And again, it looked like Milford was making the adjustments defensively as best they could as that second quarter went on, but offensively is really where they've struggled since those early minutes of the first quarter.
Well, it's trying to move the ball around, which is going to help you. And they're also trying to get to the free throw line. But they have to just get more stops on the other end. And North Attleboro is making sure that doesn't happen. But one thing I took away from that second quarter, though, was how we didn't see much of Emily Peters, which I thought from the first quarter was really killing them inside. So we'll see how they readjust when she's reinserted in the second half.
Yeah, possible foul trouble for Emily Peters in that first half, but it didn't slow down the offense a whole lot. 19 points in that second quarter for North Attleboro after 16 points in the first quarter. And again, all totaled a 35-18 lead for North over Milford. And a lot of work for Coach Dolliver and his team to do in the second half. We will step aside. We will have the start of the third quarter when we come back next. Again, you are watching coverage of Scarlet Hawks Athletics here on Milford TV. We welcome you back inside the Milford High School Gymnasium once again, getting the second half underway between Milford and North Attleboro. Coverage of Scarlet Hawks girls basketball on Milford TV. Tim Coet and Josue Pavone here on the coverage. And it's a 35-18 lead for North Attleboro over Milford. As we get this second half started, North Attleboro outscoring Milford 19-8 in the second quarter. And it's Irwin with the shot. Not quite enough on it. North Attleboro able to get the rebound.
I don't know if she meant to show her the ball, but it came out well. Oh, there she is.
Back into the game, Caroline Collard.
Oh, it's Collard, right?
Collard with 7 points in the first half, now with the first bucket of the second half. Now here's Jill Powers. Just can't get the floater to fall. Tracy working hard under the basket, but it's North who emerges with possession.
Oh, great defense by Irwin.
And now Irwin streaks back up the floor, trying to make a move around the defender, but good close defense.
She also avoided the double team. That was a good move. All right, here we go. Settle in. Settle in, girls. I mean, just keep passing that ball around.
Outside for Liskov. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now Powers works baseline, has the shot blocked hard.
Great move, though. That was a great move.
All smiles, Jill Powers, as she gets back up. No foul called. Possession stays with Milford, but with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbounds to Tracy. Tracy outside to Irwin. 3 seconds. Irwin.
You got fouled on that one.
No whistle. Shot
Refs
just
definitely weren't
grazed
looking
the
at
front
that
of the rim. Milford looking for their first points of the second half. Inside move and points again for Collard, who has the 4 points North has scored so far in the third quarter. A big factor underneath the basket. Now it's Liskov who takes the feed. Her shot won't fall. And finally, Milford gets the whistle.
That was a great cut by Liskov. Open that floor up. I mean, not to sound like a broken record, but keep getting to the free throw line, girls. I mean, keep getting to the free throw line, go for these layups, and that's exactly what they started out by doing in the second half.
Valenzola able to get her first shot. The deficit for Milford stands at 20 with one more free throw to go. Both shots falling cleanly for Jill Valenzola. Makes the free throws and then heads to the bench. The jumper that time from Collard, no good. Collard and Peters back out there for North Attleboro.
Oh, looks like she lost possession there.
They kick it back outside, wide open for Ahern, but she can't get the shot. A couple of chances inside for Peters. She eventually gets it, and the chance for a three-point play.
That was an excellent job by Peters to box out and get that possession.
Just 2 points for Peters in the first half. Now the bucket here, and before she shoots the free throw, Coach Dolliver will call the timeout. So the early returns here in the third quarter, not a whole lot better for Milford. They trail 41-20 with 5:42 to go in the third quarter. More to come next on Milford TV. Emily Peters to shoot the free throw now out of the timeout. She is able to complete the three-point play.
Come on, give her a screen.
22-point lead for Milford.
Miscommunication there.
Clear miscommunication. Irwin's pass to no one goes out of bounds.
I think Tracy thought she was setting the pick when she was the one that's supposed to get the ball. Oh, good steal.
Powers swats it away. Ends up in the hands of Liskov. Now back outside for Powers from three. Just cannot get the bounce. Seems like anything close has just not gone Milford's way.
Yeah, that was a good look too.
Not getting the bounces. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. And now a bad pass on the north side ricochets into the stands. Milford in need of points and stops to get themselves back into this game. An aggressive move from Irwin, but again, just can't get the shot to fall. Now pulling up for the shot was Strom. Now Irwin, good feed to Pye. Shot no good, rebound North. They look for Peters inside, defended by Pye. Pye going for the steal, but it deflects off her fingertips and out of bounds.
Milford's been very active in the passing lanes. It's just those underneath the hoop buckets that's been killing them.
From 3-point range, no good. Rebound Tracy. Irwin takes a look around the floor. Dishes to Powers. The sophomore Jess Tommaso puts it back in the hands of the point guard, now into the corner for Powers. North whistled for the foul. And that will send Emily Peters back to the bench. Also, Samantha Taggart, I think it was Taggart who was called for the foul.
Yeah, it was.
Good defense on the inbounds pass for North. Now it's Ahern up the floor. The bounce pass to Santos.
Now they got to push it. That's when you look for Irwin, and no.
Irwin gets her pocket picked. Right back up the floor for two for Emily Scrom. Tommaso for three, nope. Liskov tries to save it.
Looks like Coach Dolliver put her in just to get going from the three, because she's been looking for that shot ever since she first checked in.
This is a point in the
Tommaso,
game
that is.
where Milford misses the outside shooting of Emily Pierre Gustavo. Coach Dolliver hoping to have her back sooner rather than later. (46-20), the lead continues to grow for the Lady Rocketeers. Ahern, like she might have gotten either the ball or the hand of Irwin in her face.
A finger in the eye. She came for the double team.
Irwin pulls up for the shot, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Juliana Tracy from 3-point range. Irwin can't get the shot. Liskov under the basket, finally gets a friendly bounce around the rim. It's the first points for Emma Liskov since the first quarter, but North Attleboro answers right back.
Wide open. Oh, too bad.
Too short on the three for Powers. Now inside to Collard. Collard 6 points in this third quarter and even 50 points now for North Attleboro, and getting to a critical point in this game and even 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and a big mountain to climb for the Lady Hawks. We'll see if they can start to chip away in the final minutes of this third quarter. We'll come back right after the timeout next on Milford TV. Milford back out of the timeout. Team looking like they're starting to struggle with their confidence a bit out there on the floor, needing to gain a little bit of that back here in these late minutes. They were able to get a good shot there from Tommaso.
Oh, great stop.
Good block by Liskov.
There's Tommaso taking off. Tommaso's doing a really good job coming off the bench.
She gets stripped. The ball goes out of play. It stays Milford ball.
Get a burst of energy off the bench. Oh, wide open.
Irwin from 3, too strong. Tommaso fighting for the rebound, so again, it's Tommaso who's in the thick of it.
Yeah, she was trying to get the jump ball. She could have held on to it just for a couple more seconds. She would have gotten it, but unfortunately it was a foul.
More this Milford roster needing to follow Tommaso's lead with the energy she's bringing on the floor right now. North Attleboro from 3, no good. The rebound right into the hands of Irwin. They feed Tommaso again. And this time she gets fouled.
Irwin has done a great job finding those outlet passes. You know, without even before. It's almost like she knew where Tommaso was before she grabbed the ball. Great heads-up play.
Tommaso misses both free throws. A 26-point lead for North Attleboro. Powers going for the steal. Under a minute to play in the third. Collard misses the look underneath the basket. Powers with the defensive board.
Got Tommaso again, this time in the corner.
He finds her. Tommaso called for the travel. Ahern the long pass, trying to free up Santos from 3-point range.
So it looks like North Attleboro is going to get the ball back one more time before the end of this quarter.
Tommaso for 3. She's able to knock it down.
Second of the night. Oh, good steal. 10 seconds here. They got a chance to get one off.
They get it to Liskov. The bounce pass to Tommaso. Under the basket. 2 more points for Tommaso.
She's balling.
2 seconds left. And North Attleboro won't get a shot away. So what a boost of adrenaline for Jess Tommaso in those final minutes. She's able to collect 7 quick points. And she's able to bring the score to 50-29, so still a large deficit with just 8 minutes to play, but a much different outlook just with a little bit of energy like that.
Absolutely, and it's not only what she's done points-wise, but she's also spread the floor and has open teammates now because she's a threat. You know, she's a threat from the 3, and North Attleboro has noticed that, and it's opened things up down low.
So those points for Tommaso, able to turn, what was it, 1 point, a 28-point lead down to a 21-point lead for North Attleboro.
Yeah, that was a great sequence. It's too bad she couldn't make those 2 free throws because they would, you know, cut into the lead a little more. But that finish of the third quarter was exactly the kind of momentum they needed going into this fourth quarter. Of course, time is a factor at this point with 8 minutes left, only 1 quarter left, and a big hole to get out of. But that was a great way to end the third quarter.
And they were able to limit what North Attleboro was able to do offensively, at least for those final 2 minutes. So they're going to need more of that really tough defense and some more timely shooting like they got out of Jess Tommaso. She will come back out on the floor to start this fourth quarter. Coverage of Scarlet Hawks Athletics here on Milford TV. Tim Coet and Josue Pavone on the coverage. Rob O'Keefe also on the camera for our first game of the winter sports season.
Great passing.
Now it's Tracy. She gets fouled. Right now Milford is feeding Tommaso every chance they get, trying to ride that hot hand.
Oh. Yep, great call.
Liskov mauled as she tried to open herself up for the inbounds pass. Another foul on Emily Peters.
That's going to send it to the bench. That's good. That's very good for Milford. She's been great defensively.
Peters to the bench, Collard back out onto the floor.
Oh, she got Irwin. Yep.
She finds her in the corner. Irwin from 3. Off the rim. Liskov fighting for the rebound, but North is able to secure it.
Good looking shot. Good look. Watch that middle. Don't let her make that pass. There we go.
Deflected to Bixby. Now back outside to Taggart. Still in the opening minute of the 4th quarter as North Attleboro heads to the line. Kirsten Bixby has been good from the free throw line tonight. 6 out of 7. Irwin very vocal running that point.
Tough pass. She would have been better off if she did the bounce pass for that move in the post.
Ball sent back outside, and it's Jess Tomaso who's able to wrestle it away. Irwin with the floater under the basket.
Great defense.
Travel on Julia Santos. She looks back in disbelief. Just over 6.5 minutes to play. Can Milford go on a run? A long-range 3 from Irwin off the back iron.
Looks like North Attleboro just milked the clock pretty much, milking every single possession they have left.
Clock definitely on North's side at this point. Now making the move inside, but losing control of the basketball was Emily Haskell.
Oh, good play.
Jill Powers, she knew she was in trouble and got the deflection off of North. Sends the ball out of bounds.
That move never fails. One of my favorites in basketball. Just throw it off of your defender when you're trapped.
The Milford bench trying to liven up the gym. It's very quiet in here with the big North Attleboro lead. North forces the deflection out of bounds. 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this game. A 52-29 lead for the visitors. Milford yet to score in this 4th quarter. Juliana Tracy forcing her way in for that defensive rebound. Now has the ball in her hands. Fights her way through the lane and ends up getting the foul. Tracy with 2 points on the night.
A lot of missed free throws tonight for Milford. Milford doing a good job with their transition offense. It just haven't been able to convert as they make the first basket of the 4th quarter.
And Milford just 6 of 14 from the free throw line in this game.
They're making the right plays. They're getting the stops. They just haven't been able to convert into baskets.
And we'll see the timeout now. Time Starting to wind down, 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It is a 52-30 lead for the North Attleboro Lady Rocketeers over your Milford Lady Hawks. Coverage of Scarlet Hawks athletics here on Milford TV. Tracy, Powers, Liskoff, Tomaso, and Irwin, the 5 on the floor for the Lady Hawks coming out of the timeout. As Milford forces the turnover, they dish it ahead to Jill Powers from three-point range, and she knocks it down. The first points in the second half for Powers. And now another near steal. Liskoff getting her hands in there. Milford not giving up. Still 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go in this game. Powers again trying to force the action. Irwin able to get a hand on that pass, and North Attleboro called for the travel. So now it is the Milford defense that's starting to make North Attleboro uneasy. Just 2 points so far in the quarter for North Attleboro as Irwin feeds it to Tomaso. That pass not clean as they looked for the quick three. Now the long pass to Powers. She passes up the three-point shot, takes the contact, and instead Powers called for the offensive foul. So Emily Peters standing her ground. She draws the charge. 52-33. The lead at 19 for North Attleboro with the ball. But not for long as Samantha Taggart called for the travel. Under 4 minutes to play as Irwin takes it across center court. Powers takes her time, sets her feet, and gets the bank shot home for three. The second three-pointer in the last minute for Powers.
The weapon that she has, you know, something that she's shown in game one, and here it is again in game two.
Tough contested shot inside for Bixby. That's a big make for North Attleboro. It's able to break up the momentum.
She had the space for that move. That's another great move from Tomaso, though. And this is the best way to cut into a lead in basketball. You're scoring from the free throw line while the game clock is stopped. So.
A chance to cut the North Attleboro lead to 16. Tomaso can't make the first. Able to get the second. .3:15 to play. Tough pass inside. Jill Powers called for the foul. Big make for Peters.
She's got a high arc on that shot.
One for two on that trip for Emily Peters. Just over 3 minutes to go. Here's Powers again from three-point range. A little too hard on that shot. Kate Irwin called for the foul. Sixth foul on Milford. Both teams have kept the fouls a little bit more in check here in the second half. They hit Bixby in stride.
Great move. It's a good team. seems like there's always a cutter every single possession for North.
Able to bring the lead right back up to an even 20 points prior to the free throws. Bixby just so reliable from the free throw line tonight. Tommaso to Powers. She forces her way inside. Valenzola tries to lock up. North back up the floor, and Bixby taking over here over these final minutes. Seven points in the fourth quarter now for Bixby. All of them have come over the last minute and a half.
Tommaso tried to get back there on defense, but I think she's exhausted. She's been pretty much playing this whole fourth quarter, along with some in the third.
Under 2 minutes to go now, so this game all but decided. And it was really the work of Kirsten Bixby over these last few minutes that turned the tide back into North Attleboro's favor. It looked like Milford was poised to go on a late game run to make things interesting, but Bixby, who goes back to the line here, really did some tough work, and especially making these shots from the free throw line. Kirsten Bixby, one of just two seniors on this North Attleboro squad, Emily Peters the other. Coach Dolliver going heavy into his bench here for these final minutes. Christine Pye, the turnaround jumper, no good. Taggart takes her time. Under 90 seconds left to play. Plenty of time to set up for the three for Julia Santos, but she can't drain it. Into the game for Kate Irwin. Soft pass into Pye. .45 seconds to go. North Attleboro in no hurry to take a shot. Milford is able to get the steal. Brianna Croto with the steal. Sends Milford back up the floor for possibly their last possession. The shot for Milford doesn't fall. The shot clock turned off as the final 10 seconds will tick down, and North Attleboro will dribble their way to their first victory of the 2015-16 season, as there is the final buzzer. So North Attleboro able to come into the Milford gym and walk away with a 62-37 victory. And so again, Milford did a good job trying to make a run there in the fourth quarter, but that lead just got a little bit too out of control for Milford to come back from, but still a lot of good resiliency shown out of Milford in the second half.
Yeah, they put together that run, especially at the end of the third quarter, and then going into the fourth quarter, they just couldn't get it going offensively. The defense was there against North, but North, they found a way to get to the free throw line. They found a way to get their layups and get into their comfort zone, while Milford's offense just didn't see the same results you saw at the end of the third quarter going into the fourth.
And so a great job out of North Attleboro. Again, a lot of doubters with this North Attleboro team. Could they continue to stay at the level that they've been at for so long with all of the turnover? Well, they certainly opened a lot of eyes tonight. Still a lot of talent on that team. They grabbed their first victory in their first game of the season in Milford with the loss. They fall to 1-1 on the year. So after that victory against Hopedale, Milford could not make it 2 in a row. They will be back in action. A lot of home games early on in the season for Milford, as they will be back at it here in the home gym on December 18th with a home game against Oliver Ames, and then on December 20th, a home game against Fontbonne Academy before they have their first road game of the season on December 21st. So they'll try to get back in the win column on the 18th against Oliver Ames. But that will wrap up our coverage for this evening. For Rob O'Keefe and Josue Pavone, I am Tim Coet. Your final score one final time. Milford loses to North Attleboro by a final score of 62-37. This has been a presentation of Milford High School Athletics here on Milford TV. So long, everybody.